quit while I'm ahead? And if I'm not ahead, should I slow down until I am, or until I fall again? I said I hate it, but I think that I was lying. I think I want it, I think I want it all. I said I hate it, but I think that I was lying. I think I want it all, I think I don't wanna slow down. Should I just stop taking the medication to try to fix my coping machine? I don't want the clenched teeth and bad dreams. I want precious metals that run smoothly. I still don't feel like I'm deserving of anything, but certainly not love. But I finally wanna be unstuck. I said I hate it, but I think that I was lying. I think I want it, I think I want it all. I said I hate it, but I think that I was lying. I think I want it, oh, I think I don't wanna slow down. Pursuit of perfection is what holds me back. Everyone else is much too far ahead. My denial of affection is what keeps me here. Everyone else just functions so much better. My pursuit of perfection is what holds me back. Everyone else is much too far ahead. My denial of affection is what keeps me here. Everyone else just functions so much better. So much better. I said I hate it, but I think that I was lying. I think I want it, I think I want it all. I said I hate it, but I think that I was lying. I think I want it, oh, I think I don't wanna slow down.
You are listening to WHCM 88.3 FM, Palatine, Illinois, a broadcast service of Harper College and its Board of Trustees. It is time for Streaming Verse with Nina and Chris. Just a reminder that the thoughts and ideas presented on the show are our own and not necessarily reflective of the opinions of WHCM, Harper College, or its Board of Trustees. Welcome back, Nina.
I'm so excited. I miss this song.
So do I. I actually kind of forgot about the intro song for a second. I was like, no more music playing. I'm like, oh, that's right. We have an intro song. I'm good. However, I forgot my notes, so I have to get them out of my bag.
Oh, you're good. You're good. There's a lot of stuff to cover.
There's so much to cover. So if you are listening, you can also check us out on YouTube Live. Go to the Harper Radio channel, click Live, and you will see both Nina and myself here in studio after...
Yes!
It really kind of seems like June, even though we did do shows in July, but it seems like it's been a very long time.
It really does.
Yes.
too long.
And I'm trying to think if there's any good little things to talk about other than like what we're going to dive into right now. My brain just went blank.
You can follow us on Twitter and interact with us there at streaming_verse, and you can also find us on Letterboxd at the same username, streaming_verse, and we have on Letterboxd pretty up-to-date lists based off what we are talking about. I've been trying to keep up with it.
Oh, good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, and yeah, we have a lot to talk about, so maybe we
Yes.
should just dive into this
Let's
and
do it.
unpack. So, it's been several weeks. What have you been watching, Nina?
Everything. So this, am I screaming? I feel like I'm screaming.
No, you're good.
Okay, I'm not used to it. See, it's weird.
It's been a while.
It's been, yeah. I started watching The Rehearsal. It's on HBO Max, and I can't remember the name of the dude. Nathan something. The show is all about him creating rehearsals for people for big life events. Like if you want to tell someone important in your life that you told them a lie for forever. I'm taking very specific examples from the show. Or like if you want to have a baby someday, he like to the extreme sets up these rehearsals, pays actors, builds building replica. It's like insanity. It's
Wow.
hilarious. And I think I have one more episode left, and I seriously recommend it. I had no idea it existed until my brother started watching it in my room, and I was like, oh, wait, that's actually really funny. I want to watch more.
So do you think is it scripted at all, or is it totally, like reality TV?
Okay, so
Or
I don't...
slightly scripted?
I feel like it has to be slightly scripted because some of these case scenarios are just so good. But the way that it's like advertised kind of, I guess, is that they hire these actors to essentially stalk people in their life, in the real person's life. I'm now realizing how complex this is to try and describe this. But then they like take on the role of like their brother or their sister or whatever, and then the person who's rehearsing has to try and rehearse what they want to tell them or whatever, and the actor has to react in the way that
person would
Right.
react. So they have to know what was going on with that person too. So they've stalked their lives, so they have an idea who this other person is too.
yeah, and they've
Gotcha.
like gone to the extent of building replicas of their homes to get a feel of how they live their lives. Like, it's
How much
terrifying.
money are they wasting?
So much.
My first thought. It's
That was mine as well. I was like, what budget does this show have?
Exactly.
And how have I never heard of it?
Yeah. Well, and it's interesting you say how much is in their budget, because HBO Max now is basically like a fire sale. They're canceling things so they can write
Yeah.
them off. They've made, what was the movie, and you probably know, or Deegan knows if he's listening. They just made a movie and they decided not even to air it. They were just like, nope, never mind.
Batwoman.
Yeah, Batwoman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like a fire sale over there.
Yeah. Ugh.
So it's interesting what's going on. So it sounds interesting though.
Yeah.
That sounds very
It
interesting.
was very interesting. What have you been watching?
So I got really lucky and found a show on, it's not Amazon Prime, but they have something called, I don't know if it's Free V or Free V. It's FREEVEE. And so it's like everything is free on it. And
Okay,
it's
I love
part
that.
of Amazon Prime, but a lot of those things are, you could probably also access it elsewhere,
Mhm.
but I have a Fire Stick, so that's how I got to it.
Nice.
So there is a show called Sprung that I love. The creator is a man named Greg Garcia, and he's a director, writer, producer. He does a lot of it, and he used to have these shows. So if you know these shows, you're really going to want to watch this. Raising Hope, My Name is Earl, The Guest Book. And actually, I have a surprise for you, Nina, as I
What?
describe the show, which might make you interested in it.
Okay.
So it's kind of quirky comedies that he does.
Okay.
So My Name is Earl is a man who won a lottery ticket, and then he but he decided to right his wrongs with the winnings.
Okay.
And it was how all the mayhem he got into trying to right his wrongs.
Okay.
You know.
Nice.
And then Raising Hope is about a kid who meets a woman, has a one-night stand. She ends up going to prison, like that. She had escaped from prison or was already in prison. So he gets to raise the daughter.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and it's kind of like his parents are involved. And his parents in Raising Hope are actors Garrett Dillahunt and Martha Plimpton. I don't know all of a sudden why I'm spacing on how to pronounce her name. But they're also in this show Sprung.
Okay.
And I never thought I would say this, but it's about the pandemic. But it's a comedy, so it's really funny. Like I normally, as you know, don't like watching anything about the pandemic, but it actually starts based kind of on some true events, not exactly, but sort of, where prisoners were released from prison to make room because when COVID was happening. Yeah,
Oh
so
my
it's
God.
about a group of prisoners released from prison who go to live with one of the prisoners' mothers. And what happens. And it's so funny. And every time they have a what's on next week,
Yeah.
it's kind of in like a Law and Order way.
Nice.
Because it's a comedy and it's like, what are you doing that for? Doo-doo. And then something else to say, doo-doo. And I tried to get some audio of it, but they don't have anything on YouTube that I could find of these clips.
my
But it's
gosh.
awesome. Like, I stay to watch it to see what's on next. Because it's
That's
so
awesome.
good. And here's your Easter egg.
Oh,
Kate Walsh is in it.
Addison.
Kate Walsh
I
is
love
in
Kate
it
Walsh.
as this I think she's some type of government official, like a congresswoman or something, who they've let go of the maid because they're afraid the maid cleans too many houses and they'll bring home COVID. So she's married this older man, so she's the one cleaning the bathrooms, and she keeps yelling at the cameras, "I'm not doing this anymore. This is ridiculous." She's so funny in it. She's really funny.
I'm definitely gonna have to check that out. I wrote that down.
So I got really excited when I saw that, and like I said, I
Yeah.
love Greg Garcia because I haven't seen the guest book, but Raising Hope and My Name Is Earl. So now anything that says Greg Garcia, I'm all over it.
I love it. I'm gonna have to check that out.
So anything else you've been into?
I have a kind of unique one that's fun. So technically it is streaming. It's an audiobook.
That counts.
And if you are like in the Palatine district, all libraries have this, just letting you know because I didn't know about it. There's an app called Libby.
You did not know. We should have talked. I'm sorry.
I know, I didn't know this.
No, I use Libby all the time. So
Okay.
I'm saying I should have told you.
Oh, okay. Well, you can like rent books and audiobooks on there, and it's free because it's like through the library, and it's awesome. And when I'm crafting, because I do that a lot, I like something to listen to, and I've tried watching movies and stuff, but it's like I get too distracted by the movie and the TV show, so then I watch it. So
Right.
audiobooks would be perfect, right? So I rented the book One of Us is Lying, and it's a show on Hulu, I believe.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen it. I know I've seen
Yeah.
it like in the recommended for you. So.
Right. So I knew it was a show, but I wanted to read the book first, and then I was like, well, I'll compromise and listen to the audiobook first. It's so good. It starts out as like a breakfast club, and it turns into a murder mystery. It's really, really cool.
Nice.
Yeah, so I really enjoyed that.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because I think I've seen like the first 5 minutes of it, like the breakfast club
Yeah.
thing. What you're talking about, where you write a paper.
Yeah, in detention. So
Yep.
I'm excited to watch the series now and kind of compare the book and the series and see.
Yeah, if your library subscribes to that, and I would guess that most, at least here in the Chicagoland area, do.
Yeah.
But it's a great service. Like you're talking about, they have audiobooks and they actually have digital books as well.
Yes.
And all you have to do is just find out if your library subscribes to it, and if you have your active library card, that's what you would use to sign up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so watch out when your library card expires and you don't renew it in time, because they automatically kick you off. I went through that.
Oh gosh.
Like, I let mine expire for like 3 days or something. They're like, "You're out of here."
Oh man.
Hey. All right, one of the other shows. Well, we got a minute or two. One of the
Yeah.
other shows I've been watching is called The Resort.
I think
And
I've
it
heard
is
of that
on
one.
Peacock. You probably saw it when you were watching A Simple, what was it that you watched?
A Simple Favor,
A
yeah.
Simple Favor. And if you're a fan of Lodge 49, Lodge 49 was on AMC a few years ago, but The Resort is so awesome. It's kind of mystic-like. So it's not sci-fi, but it's kind of like, how is this happening? What's
Interesting.
going on? And how all these lives intertwine.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those shows you really can't describe, like what
Yeah.
you're talking about. It's really hard because it's like, well, that says nothing, Chris. I've described nothing so far, but it's called The Resort, and there's a lot of great actors in it. You'll recognize two of the leads, and I don't know their name. I was so good about Sprung, I didn't write down their names. But Chidi from The Good Place is
Oh,
in it,
yeah.
and the mother. The actual mother from How I Met Your Mother is in it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's Christine or Christina something, I think her name is.
Something- I don't
But
know her name.
it's really good, and I've really been enjoying it. In fact, the next episode is out today, so I get to watch it after the show, because that's
Nice.
of course, how I decompress after our shows,
Yeah.
is to go watch something. That's what you do, right?
It's fitting.
All right, we are going to take a quick break, and we will be right back with more things. Streaming Verse here on WHCM with Nina and Chris, so stay tuned. We will be right back.
Hey, it's Carson Starr, your morning guy, here on Harper Radio.
What are you doing, you moron?
It's a new semester, so the Star Spotlight is back with new episodes.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Monday through Saturday, starting at 9 a.m.
What?
Right here at Harper Radio, WHCM, radio done differently.
Hey, we are the band Joywave, and you are listening to 88.3 WHCM Harper Radio. Radio done differently.
Hi, it's Olivia Munn with my shelter pets, Frankie and Chance. Say hi, guys. When I adopted them, I discovered that they both have incredible personalities. Chance's sole purpose in life is to love and to be loved. Frankie is a little bit of a scoundrel and always entertaining. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the Humane Society of the United States, and Maddie's Fund.
And we are back with Streaming Verse with Nina and Chris.
Yay.
We're so excited to be back. I don't know what to say.
I got it. The thoughts and ideas presented on this show are our own and not necessarily reflective of the opinions of WHCM, Harper College, or its Board of Trustees. Seriously?
Excellent job. Yeah, the only word you technically missed was reflective,
Yeah.
but
I
that was
wouldn't have
great.
got
That was
that.
awesome. Yeah, good job.
There's no sign over here.
Yeah.
There's a sign over there.
Yeah, there's only in one booth does it say that entire paragraph. I know it's a sentence, but it's a very long, windy sentence.
Yeah.
So if you can read it from memorize it from the second booth, gold star.
Thank you.
So did we want to still talk a little bit more about what we've been watching, or dive into our topic?
I'm indecisive. Let's dive into our topic, and then we can go back, maybe.
Right, that sounds good. Okay. So what is our topic?
All right. Well, our topic is back to school / like coming of age movies, TV shows. I realized writing out this list that I watch a lot of coming of age shows and movies, and I have my entire life, and I was kind of like, oh, I need to get into some other genres here.
Well, it does make sense though, because you identify with it. Like
It's
I think
true.
we all do, because we've all gone through some of these things. Even as
Yeah.
an adult, you can watch it and identify with something in it. So it does
Right.
make sense.
Well, and some of these things, they are like, okay, so well, before I say that, I should say that like my definition of like coming of age, because I'm sure people could think it's like, oh, going back to high school, and like I feel like everyone has a different definition of that.
Mm-hmm.
So my definition was kind of like growth occurred, like something happened, whether good or bad in some cases, but they learned a lesson.
Right.
So yeah, I have a page of stuff, and then I made a letterbox list, so you can check that out at streaming_verse. Promoting it because I was working hard on it.
Yeah, exactly. No, go for it.
With even more movies and limited series, not TV shows on that one because you can't put TV shows. But yeah. So we thought it would be appropriate because I know it's not technically the first week of school here, but I am still getting into the swing of things. I think that's going to take a couple months. You know, the last week of the semester, I'll be fine. So yeah, Chris, do you want to start us off?
Sure. So, unfortunately, most of my coming of age movies that in the past I would have said, oh, I like this, this, and this, are now in violation of Me
Yeah.
Too, women's rights, and things like that. So,
I had the same issue.
so John Hughes, I love you,
Yeah.
but for the most part, everything has been crossed off the list. I
Yeah.
apologize. But I did leave on Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
That's on mine as well. Yeah, I have all of John Hughes and Ferris Bueller.
Yeah. So I picked Ferris Bueller's Day Off just because I think that's the least offensive one.
Yeah.
And it's so coming of age for me that my family actually did our own Ferris Bueller's Day Off day and did not exactly, but sort of all the same things that he did. I
That's
think it was my mom
amazing.
and I and one of my siblings. I don't know if both of my siblings were with us. But so we went to the Art Institute and we saw the pictures, the Monet was, no, it's somebody else, the actual artist
It's
there.
been so long since I've seen that movie.
But we didn't go to whatever that restaurant was, but we did go to the restaurant in the Art Institute, which is
Nice.
also very snooty.
Oh
So,
yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah.
I've never been to the Art Institute. I'm just assuming it's like
The
that.
Art Institute's fine, but when there's a dining area there that's
Okay.
very, yeah. So like in Ferris Bueller's when they eat, and it's a very,
Yeah.
the Sausage King, when they go, Abe Furman, the Sausage King. I haven't seen that movie in so long, and the fact that I even remember that is so weird. So that is the one from my actual youth.
All right.
And you?
Well, I still consider myself in my youth. I think I'm 12 sometimes, but I'm not.
Yeah, you get to pick. Like, was it your youth of 12 or your
Right.
youth
Or
of
like
19?
now.
Yeah.
So a lot of these are Disney movies. You're going to be shocked by that.
No.
I know. But I'm obsessed with this movie, and I could watch it a million times. It is a Disney movie. The Princess Diaries.
Of course I've seen
I love that movie. She went from this, like, I mean, the literal, like, transformation in that, I think, is a little problematic because they literally take off her glasses and they're like, oh my god, you're so pretty.
Yeah, yeah, and
And
the
I'm like,
hair
girl.
goes from being
It was like frizzy.
basically frizzy and
Yeah.
maybe hit by humidity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's straight. And then they're like, oh my god, you're so pretty.
Yeah.
Like that. I don't like that part. But not that transformation, but her kind of gaining the confidence to, like, be herself as the princess.
Well, and there's so many people, I don't know if you know this, but a lot of the actors in it, except for, of course, who's the main lead actress?
And is that Anne Hathaway?
Yes, Anne Hathaway. Just couldn't think of her name, so I was
Yeah.
tossing it to you. I just figured I'd throw it at you. But a lot of those actors, actresses were all in Pretty Woman.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
So that was kind of nice to see some of those. Like Larry Miller was in both. The man who basically had a crush on the Queen the whole time. He was in
Yeah.
Pretty Woman, and a bunch of others. There was
What's
other
his
ones in there.
name?
Yeah.
I
I
should.
know I forget. Is it Hector or?
It's something like that because
Yeah.
I watch it like when I like all the time. So you'd think I'd know, like The Parent Trap. Like you'd think I'd know their names, but I
Right.
don't.
Yeah.
It's Lindsay Lohan. That's all I know.
Everybody. Dennis Quaid.
No,
The- That's the dad.
You see,
Yeah, I get that. It's okay. I'm the same, especially when I flake. So I have one that's going to surprise you.
oh my gosh, okay.
And I actually really like this movie, The Edge of 17.
Yes.
And for those who aren't keeping score, the reason Nina is so excited is because one of her favorite people, Haley Steinfeld, is in it.
Yeah.
Who is also in, as you just saw, Hawkeye. Well, you didn't see. Sorry, the camera was on me that time. But she mimicked.
Yeah. And she's in Pitch Perfect.
And Pitch Perfect, yes. Yeah. I like what Woody Harrelson in it. I mean, it's almost like she's doing a video blog and he just happens to be a person versus a computer screen.
Yeah.
And she just keeps
Yeah.
throwing like just verbal vomit at him all the time.
Me with my therapist. Oh my gosh. That's a good one. I had that. No, I didn't.
See?
Okay, I have to mention this one, Lady Bird.
Yeah, I'm not shocked.
Yeah.
That is good. I do like that one too.
It's really good. Okay, that one I decided was too problematic, so I'm not going to talk. The Prom. So many people have so many issues with this because
Prom.
it was a stage musical on Broadway and it was amazing. And then they made it into a Netflix movie with James Corden and everyone was like, no. It's a musical about basically the prom was, oh my god, I haven't seen it in a while. The prom was canceled or moved or something because they wouldn't allow like a gay girl to bring her girlfriend. And then the girlfriend is like the daughter of someone on the board and she's closeted, and so they like, it's a cute ending.
Yeah.
And it's like makes me cry because like she's coming out and like the school's all against her and it's
Right.
like this whole, and then the
Bands
other girl's
together.
like, no, but I love you, and like I want to, oh my god, it's so good. James Corden, you know, my brother doesn't like him. He's
Mhm.
driving, he's listening to
Okay.
it. That's why he's not typing. He better
Gotcha.
not be typing. But yeah, Deegan has a,
You're talking about James Corden, the talk show
The
host,
talk
right?
show
Okay,
host.
just me. I'm kind of anti him too.
Yeah.
Just-
he's not my favorite, but I mean, he's in like every musical. Like
He is.
Cats.
I did not see Cats, but I did see the other one that he was in. That's all the different fairy tales together.
Into the Woods.
Into the Woods. I did see him in that.
Yes.
And you just you can ignore him.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
sounds horrible. Like, just ignore him.
Yeah. That's what I do.
This is another throwback one. I don't know.
Okay.
And I thought of you if you haven't seen it yet, but you probably have. I know Deegan probably has.
Oh, he's seen everything.
Fame.
I haven't seen it yet, but I know it.
Yeah, okay. Fame, I really like the movie. I think I saw the movie, 2 or 3 times in the theater.
Nice.
And I have the soundtrack on vinyl.
Oh my god, nice. That's awesome.
So Fame is about the some drama school, I don't know the name of it, in New York City that everyone really wants to go to, and it's about a bunch of kids who get into it and what happens to their lives when they get into it and the lessons they learn.
Right.
About
it's kind of
dealing
like
with people.
Glee in a way.
Except it was first.
Well, obviously. Yeah. Like,
Well, and everyone's straight too, I'm sure.
probably.
It was the 80s.
And Glee is so problematic. It's like, yeah.
I'm not 100% sure everyone's straight in Fame, but it wouldn't shock me. And it's also really wrong because, even in the 80s in New York City, like,
Yeah. It's not that they weren't gay. It's
Right.
just that it
they
wasn't.
did not talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Which is sad. They should. I wonder if they should remake Fame. Of all the things they
Oh my gosh.
remake, I don't know if that
Yeah.
still exists though. But yeah, that seems like something to remake.
Because a lot of people have no idea.
Right. It's
Like,
kind of gone.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, musicals. Oh, Fame. Like,
Right. It doesn't come to mind. Yeah.
no.
All right. So we're gonna put that out there. It should be remade.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Do you have another one?
I do.
Yeah, we both have long
Queen-
lists, so I that was her,
I know. I'm like, The Queen's Gambit.
That is an interesting twist on coming of
Yeah.
age. I like that.
I thought that it was kind of coming of age, not because it literally started with her as a little kid and then she's like, now grown up. But she like figured out how to kind of live on her own in the orphanage. And then when she got adopted, she kind of had to adjust because the dad left.
Mhm.
And then she figured out like, oh, chess is my thing. I'm good at it. So let me do it. And she had to get money for that first tournament.
Yes.
And she was like so confident about it. And she was like, yeah, it's fine. Like, I wouldn't have that confidence. I'd be like, I'm terrible at chess. But
Especially for an orphan with all
Yeah.
that, neglect and things.
right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I
added
like
to
that. I
the
like
list.
that one. All right, we are going to take a quick break. You're listening to WHCM, and this is Streaming Verse with Nina and Chris. Stay tuned because there is more fun to come.
Driving means
freedom,
exploration,
fun,
pride,
flexibility,
travel,
protection,
ability,
friendship,
excitement,
escape,
independence,
distracted driving means
danger,
recklessness,
irresponsible,
Chaos.
police,
Devastation.
injury,
tears, death.
safe driving means staying alert and staying alive.
Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, Noise, and the Ad Council.
You are listening to WHCM 88.3 FM, Palatine, Illinois, a broadcast station of Harper College and its Board of Trustees. Something just went sideways. The thoughts and ideas presented on the show are our own and not necessarily reflective of the opinions of WHCM, Harper College, or its Board of Trustees.
Yo lo tomo, me lo pongo, lo ajusto y lo checo 2 veces al día.
Yo lo tomo, me lo pongo, lo ajusto y lo checo por la mañana y antes de cenar.
Yo lo tomo, me lo pongo, lo ajusto, lo checo y lo comparto con mi doctor.
Casi 1 de cada 2 adultos en los Estados Unidos tiene la presión arterial alta. Por eso es importante monitorear tu presión en 4 pasitos fáciles de memorizar. Todo comienza con un monitor.
Ahora que sé cuáles son mis números de la presión, hablé con mi doctor. Juntos vamos a llegar a mi meta.
Sé la próxima persona en hablar con tu doctor en cuanto a tus números de presión arterial. Éntrale a bajar tu presión. Monitoréala ya. Para más información, visita bajatupresión.org. Presentado por Ad Council, American Heart Association y American Medical Association. En colaboración con Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Services Administration.
That is just the music and the rhythm, of her speaking was just like, okay, this is relaxing me.
Yeah. It is very relaxing.
All right, we're back with Streaming Verse with Nina and Chris, and we've been talking about coming-of-age movies. I don't think either of us have brought up a TV show yet.
Queen's Gambit.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Limited series.
Limited series.
So not on TV.
No. But, yeah. The other one I thought of was Easy A.
That's on mine, too. I love that movie.
So do I, yeah. Honestly, Easy A, The Edge of 17, if they're, if I see them, if they pop up and you're doing one of those scrolls of, what am I going to watch? What am I going to watch?
Yeah.
It's like when I had live TV, it was like, okay, this stays on.
Right.
Especially Easy A.
Yeah.
I really like...
Emma... Which one? Stone? I think it's
Emma Stone, yes. Emma Stone, yes.
I never know if it's Watson or...
And she didn't lose her mind, which is kind of good. She was able to... I mean, I'm not shaming the ones who did lose their mind, but she seemed to have kept a head on her shoulders.
Yeah.
Type thing. Through all of that stuff. Well, no, but with Amanda Bynes, who I feel very bad for, there's stuff that I used to like of hers. But do you know who Amanda Bynes is?
Yeah.
Okay. but watching them makes me sad now. And the same with Lindsay Lohan. Like, it's hard for me to watch Parent Trap because I just think of the tragedy, like no one was taking care of her then, so these things happened to her. I
really like Lindsay Lohan.
No, I'm not watching it because I don't like her.
No,
it's some, and I do like. Trust me, I've seen them a few times. I've seen the original Parent Trap and the other one, and I'm actually really impressed with her. I think that's why I get so sad, because I'm so impressed with her and how she does acting to herself,
right,
and playing the two different characters. You know, for a little kid, and so impressive. And then I go, and then it happened, and I feel sad.
Yeah. I guess when I'm watching The Parent Trap, I'm just not really thinking that much into it.
You're a mom. If you ever become a mom, I think that's part of it. It's the mom in me is like, I feel so bad for her that no one was taking care of her. It's not. Yeah, it's not like I don't like it, or it's not like when you don't like an actor and you don't want to watch something.
Right.
It's just I get sad sometimes.
It's understandable.
I also get sad because there's things that I watch now where more and more people are dead.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah.
Yeah. So, and I can't remember what it is right now, but I was watching something just recently where one of the actors in it just recently passed away.
Yeah.
Now, someone else had passed away a while ago, but then I'm watching it going, now all these people are dead. And also then I feel old, but...
No. I mean, I can't think of any examples right now, but like, yeah. I went to the movies, like an actual movie theater. I know that's insane, but like, I went to the movies and twice in 1 week. What is wrong with me? Whoa. And they play the Black Panther Wakanda Forever trailer, and that just like literally jars me to my soul because it's so powerful. And the first, I mean, Black Panther is incredible, and then, you know, Chadwick, and then the trailer for the new one is just so like, oh my god. Like, I felt sick the first time I watched it, just because I'm like, I can't deal with this right now.
It's hard, like when they die, you know.
Yeah.
And it's because more of them are dying from my youth. So.
Oh god. That's what we need to talk about. Not that, but like, I'm waving the pen right in the camera. I'm gonna put it down now. We need to talk about somehow like the shows you watched as a kid versus the shows like I grew up watching. 'Cause like, did you watch Boy Meets World?
As a kid, no, but I've seen it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm wondering like how many are like the same concept.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, but I saw the Boy Meets World, you know, when you probably were watching, you know.
When I was watching Girl Meets World.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but that wasn't like my childhood. My childhood would be more cartoons. They didn't make good stuff for us. Like, I had the Bugaloos. I had Hatville. I had H.R. Puffin stuff about a talking flute and this boy who goes on an island where everyone's like this blow-up thing, and there's this guy who looks like Mayor McCheese, and I should just... And there's a witch called Witchy Poo who sings Oranges Poranges, and the lyric goes, oranges poranges, who cares? Oranges poranges, who cares? Oranges poranges, who cares? Ain't nothing rhyme with oranges. And the fact that I even remembered that is wrong.
You couldn't even make that up. Like, what?
Nope, couldn't make that stuff up. I was talking about it a long time ago at work with a coworker, and someone who was much younger was listening to us, and she goes, if I didn't know better, I would swear you two were on something.
Right?
Nope, this is our childhood.
Oh
Hatville, the Bugaloos. It's just... And they were like, they weren't bees, but they were some type of flying thing, but they were humans in these costumes. Everything was a human in a costume.
Teletubbies.
No, but you could see their faces.
Oh, God.
The costumes came up to their necks so you could see their faces and see them talking, except for on the one I was talking about with the Jimmy and the talking flute, HR Puffin stuff. That one, Jimmy, you could see, but all the Puffin stuff, which was Puffy, their faces were hidden. And there was little Keystone Cops that ran around and did like. It was so bizarre. This is why my generation is like.
See, this is why
act out.
This is why I want to dive deep into this.
Okay,
because
this is a good topic. Yes.
Next week.
Okay, next week, child.
Oh my gosh.
If you want to see us and watch me get all super animated about HR Puffin stuff, you can go to YouTube, look for the Harper Radio channel, look for video, and then select live. Once you find the videos, you select live, and that's where we will be, and it'll be titled Streaming Verse 9.1.22.
And if you miss us, you can always wait a couple hours and rewatch it.
Yes.
Because they stay there forever, which is
and
terrifying.
Ever and ever and ever.
Oh boy.
You should just watch some of this stuff. Like I should send you videos this week and go watch this for 20 seconds.
I wrote it down. I'm gonna look it up when I get home. I'm curious now.
Ask your parents. Just go home and go, do you know who HR Puffin stuff is?
I'll ask them.
And Hatfield was shorter lived, but because Hatfield was the same thing of people like with these huge, gigantic, like their whole bodies were hats. This was all Sid and Marty Krofft. These were the creators of most of these shows. Like
God.
we have to. I should dive into them and study them
Yeah.
after the show.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know why I remember Oranges Poranges. It just stuck with me as a kid, like the whole nothing rhymes with oranges. And there was a song about it because it needed to happen, apparently.
That's amazing. Well, I know what I'm doing tonight. I love it. I love
So yes, next week, come back for our youth. We'll go back.
Yes.
Now we're talking about coming of age. We'll talk about,
Yes.
what happened when we were this, especially me being small with the weirdness. But you might have weird ones too. I mean,
I think I had some weird
Teletubbies is kind of strange.
That was terrifying. My mom she always tells me now that she would always skip the channel and just hope we didn't hear it. And then when we did, we were like, and she was like, dang it. Because she thought it was creepy.
I actually like Teletubbies, but I also saw it from England first. I saw it before it came here.
Okay.
So, and it really was kind of tranquil. Don't get me wrong, the baby son, creepy.
That woman who was the baby?
Yeah.
Has a baby now? Of her own? And it was on Instagram or something, and they were like, do you feel old yet? And I was like, and the baby looks identical to her when she was the sun baby.
The sun baby, yes. Yeah.
Crazy.
So you do have the Teletubbies, which is really kind of out there.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
Apparently I liked it.
Yeah. It was weird and bizarre, but it was fun. And everyone had issues with it because the purple one had a purse. And people went crazy about it. Remember the little purse that the purple one had?
Honestly, I don't.
I forget all their names. Tinky Winky.
They have names.
Yes. Dipsy La La Po.
Where is this coming from right now? Where is this?
I don't know.
How are you just pulling this out?
I have no idea. Vacuum cleaner was Nunu or something I think. There was this vacuum cleaner thing because when they had the tubby pudding, the vacuum cleaner would come.
Okay, maybe I didn't watch the Teletubbies. Because I don't remember any of this.
I don't know how I pulled all their names out of my head. I really don't. I mean,
I could tell you about the Wiggles. We saw them in concert.
Wiggles, they're big.
Fruit salad. Yummy, yummy. That's all I got.
That the Wiggles are the weirdness of definitely of your generation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, and they're Australians.
They are?
Yeah.
I never noticed that.
Pretty sure it's Australian, not New Zealand.
Oh my gosh.
I now have to check.
Okay. Yeah. Roly Poly Oly was a personal favorite, though. I don't think they were Roly Polies, though.
What's Roly Poly?
Roly Poly Oly. It was a TV show.
That I don't know.
That I watched, and they were, there was a square dude, and then some round dudes, like faces. And, but they weren't like the bugs, they weren't Roly Poly Olies. But it was called Roly Poly Oly. I don't know the content of the show, but I liked it.
That's always good. Yeah, they are Australian. Yeah.
How did I not?
I will tell you how I know so you don't feel so bad.
Okay.
So remember, I'm a TMZ junkie.
Right.
One of the hosts, one of the people in the show is from Australia. And he actually talked about the Wiggles at one time. And then he was like, the Wiggles are the best. And I was like, well, yeah, that's because you're from Australia. That's the only reason I know.
Oh.
Yes.
They recently, this is off topic, but some DJ had this like huge arena, like, you know, I can't tell you who it was. They were like at a rave or something, I don't know. I saw it on TikTok. And they brought out the Wiggles to sing Fruit Salad, and the crowd like lost their minds, and they're like dancing, you know, doing the yummy, yummy fruit salad, and like everyone in the audience is screaming the words, and it's the funniest thing. I will send it to you when I find it because it is the best thing in the world.
I love even just watching you do the whole fruit salad.
Because they march. Fruit salad. Yummy, yummy. Something like, they have like choreography. And they're like old men.
Yes. Yeah.
I love it.
All right, we will be right back. You are listening to Streaming Verse here on WHCM. Stay tuned. We're going to have a couple more minutes signing off here with Nina and Chris at on Streaming Verse, but stay tuned. We will be right back.
This is Eric from Devil's Teeth in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
And this is Caleb.
And this is Chuck.
This is John.
And you're listening to WHCM 88.3 FM in Palatine, Illinois.
Now where's that six-pack of River West Stein you promised us?
I think it's just vapor.
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
One vape pod has as much nicotine as one pack of cigarettes.
My kid?
My kid knows it's dangerous.
5.4 million American kids vape, and most think it's harmless. Get your head out of the cloud. Talk to your kid about vaping. Visit talkaboutvaping.org. That's talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
Where do you go when your money is low? Down in the basement. Tune in Tuesday at 11 a.m. and Saturday at noon for Basement Records. Your home for rock, soul, surf, and whatever else we can find. Basement Records is where it's at on Harper Radio. Radio done differently.
Always a great show. You know, he just, Eric from the local music show, like hosted or MC'd an event last week or the week before. I'm losing track of time. We've been off the air, so I have no idea what, year it is at this point.
I don't even know my name.
Yeah, but he got to MC a bunch of local bands that we play here on WHCM. That's kind of cool.
I did see
Beat
that.
Kitchen, I think that's what it was.
And I've been to a concert there.
Nice.
So it was really cool when I saw that. Now I have that song stuck in my head.
We always get
fruit
that.
salad.
Oh, the fruit salad.
And I only know fruit salad Yummy, yummy.
And not the rest of the song. I think
there
you
a
should
rest of
learn
the
the rest. I don't know.
I'll learn it.
I do not know.
I'll learn it.
You should. You should learn it for the next show.
I'm bringing my ukulele. What would you do if I just pulled an instrument out of my bag and started serenading?
I would love it.
Fruit salad.
There would be a social media opportunity. This would go everywhere. Everyone would need to see this. Look.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't think I would ever get rid of that.
Your children would find it someday on the internet. Mom, what are you doing? Well, I think this has been a good first show back.
Yeah.
So far. I don't think anything has imploded on us.
No.
I did forget to put on our graphic on YouTube Live, so it was me like looking at stuff on the computer for a minute. So
well, that's nothing imploded because you're over there. If I was over there, it would have been a different story.
Yes, that's next week, people. So if you want to see imploded fun happening, come back next week when Nina is in the hot seat.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be fun.
It's hot in here.
Yep.
It's so hot. Too bad fans make noises. I
I
even
know.
checked one time I was at Costco, Dyson fans, even though like they're no noise, they make noise.
It would pick it up.
It would pick it up.
And it's like literally, like for those of you who don't understand, it's literally like 20 degrees cooler in this room, and there's a door separating us, and it's like 1,000,000 degrees in there.
Yeah, yeah. Not fun.
No.
No. But the show is, so it made it worth it. Yes. So thanks everyone for listening. Again, as Nina mentioned a moment ago, if you missed YouTube Live and you wanted to go check it out, just go to the Harper Radio channel on YouTube and you will be able to see the video in the next hour or so. We're not exactly sure. We haven't timed it yet because we're both so tired. After the show, we go home, retreat to corners of our homes and just be alone.
Yes. Which is great. And you can also catch up on some episodes you missed. So if you're looking for a show to binge watch, you can binge watch Streamingverse on YouTube because that's technically streaming.
Literally streaming.
It is. I don't know why I had to say technically.
I know. I think we think of it too much as watching TV. We do need to branch out more into the audio books. Like you said, streaming YouTube, that counts.
Yeah. Oh my god. If we talked about like YouTube, I'd be like, so I watched an hour video of Elmo yelling at a rock. I have done that in the past, and it's hilarious. I will send you the link. He gets so mad at a rock. But like literally says, yeah, Elmo, he's a rock, he can't eat. Rocco's a rock. He loses his mind, and it's so fun. So yeah, I would come in with like the most ridiculous videos. Like there's a horse named Jose who he transports onto a balcony, and it just says Jose. That's the video.
You just reminded me of something.
Okay.
As we wrap up our show here. So I was recently had to go visit somebody. And I was in like this classroom setting, and there was noises above me.
Oh god!
And it sounded like a horse. And I'm like, is there a horse in the building? It was a cart. There was a cart where the wheels went like I can't think, like the coconut sound that Monty Python does. Yeah.
I have rings on.
I was like, is there a horse up there? And they just looked at me like I was crazy. I'm like, no, I know there's not, but it literally sounds like there's a horse above us.
There's a movie where there was a horse in a school, and I won't be able to think of the name of it. It exists, though. Oh my god, that's funny.
All right. Well, everyone have a great evening out there. Thank you for listening to WHCM. This has been Nina and Chris with Streamingverse. We are back next week. We are back all semester long, and we're excited to bring you along for the ride. So please tune in next Thursday at 7 p.m.
Have a good dinner.
People of the earth. My name is Richie, and I